There was a large building at the edge of the city. Inside that building stood hundreds of statues. Some were beautiful, some were broken, some were unfinished. People believed the statues were made by great artists, but that was not true. Each statue was shaped by only one person, the person who lived inside it. 1. The man who blamed everything. Ethan was 32 years old. He often said the same sentence again and again. Life is not fair. He said it when he lost his job. He said it when his friends moved ahead. He said it when he looked in the mirror. According to Ethan, nothing was his fault. Not his mistakes, not his habits, not his choices. Everything happened because of luck, people, society, or time. He believed life happened to him, not because of him. And because of that belief, his life slowly stopped moving. 2. Living on automatic mode. Ethan woke up late every day. He scrolled on his phone for hours. He ate unhealthy food. He avoided difficult tasks. He said, "I'll start tomorrow." But tomorrow never arrived. Days passed, months passed, years passed, and nothing changed. Not because he couldn't change, but because he never accepted responsibility. 3. The quiet warning. One evening, Ethan met an old teacher from school. The teacher looked at him kindly and asked, "How is life treating you?" Ethan sighed. "Bad," he said. "Nothing works for me." The teacher listened silently. Then he asked one question, "What are you doing about it?" Ethan didn't answer, because no one had ever asked him that before. 4. The Hall of Statues. A few days later, Ethan received a strange letter. It had no address, only one line written on it. "Come and see the shape of your life." Curious and confused, he followed the direction. That's how he reached the building. Inside, a guide waited. The guide said calmly, "Welcome to the Hall of Responsibility." 5. The First Statue. The guide took Ethan to the first statue. It looked tired. Its shoulders were bent. Its face was unhappy. "This is your statue," the guide said. Ethan laughed nervously. "That doesn't look like me." The guide replied, "It looks exactly like the life you are creating." Ethan felt uncomfortable. The statue held something heavy on its back. The guide explained, "Every excuse you make becomes weight." 6. The second statue. They walked further. The next statue was larger but badly shaped. One arm was strong, the other was weak. "What happened here?" Ethan asked. The guide said, "This statue represents effort without discipline. You work sometimes, but quit when it gets hard. So your life grows uneven." Ethan felt something tight in his chest. This felt too accurate. 3. The third statue. The next statue was unfinished, half stone, half human. "Why is this one not complete?" Ethan asked. The guide replied, "Because responsibility was delayed. Every time you said later, the sculpting stopped." Ethan whispered, "I didn't know it worked like this." The guide smiled sadly. Most people don't. 8. The truth about responsibility. They stopped in the middle of the hall. The guide said something Ethan would never forget. Responsibility is not punishment, it is power. When you blame others, you give them control. When you accept responsibility, you take control back. That sentence hit him deeply. For the first time, responsibility did not sound heavy, it sounded freeing. 9. Seeing the other side. Then the guide showed him another section of the hall. The statues there looked different. Straight posture, clear eyes, strong structure. These people also suffered, the guide said. They failed, they struggled, but they said one thing differently. They said, "This is my life. I must shape it." That started a different change. 10. The mirror moment. Finally, the guide stopped in front of a mirror. He said, "Look." Ethan looked at his reflection. But instead of his face, he saw clay, soft, unshaped, still changeable. The guide said quietly, "You are not finished. As long as you are alive, your statue is still wet clay." 11. The choice. The guide placed tools in Ethan's hands. He said, "These are choices. They are small. They seem unimportant, but used daily, they shape everything." Ethan felt fear. "What if I fail again?" The guide replied, "Failure does not destroy statues. Refusing responsibility does." 12. The first cut. Ethan went home that night changed, not motivated, not excited, but aware. The next morning, he woke up earlier, not perfectly, but earlier. He cleaned his room, not completely, but enough. He worked, not brilliantly, but honestly. Each small action felt like a small cut on stone, slow, painful, real. 13. Resistance. Some days he failed. He slept late again. He wasted time again. But something had changed. He no longer said, "Life is unfair." He said, "I made a bad choice today." And strangely, that made him stronger, because if he made the choice, he could make a better one tomorrow. 14. Responsibility builds identity. Weeks passed, then months. Ethan was not rich, not famous, but different. He walked with confidence, because confidence does not come from success. It comes from self-trust, and self-trust comes from responsibility. 15. The day he understood everything. One day, Ethan returned to the hall. The guide was waiting. They walked to his statue. It had changed. The shoulders were straighter, the face calmer, still imperfect, but alive. Ethan smiled. "I'm not finished," he said. The guide nodded. "Good. Finished people stop growing." 16. The final lesson. Before leaving, the guide said, "Many people want a better life, but they don't want the responsibility that comes with it. They want comfort without effort, results without discipline, change without pain. But life does not work that way. Never has, never will. Your life is not shaped by luck, not by parents, not by society, not by the past. Your life is shaped by the responsibilities you accept and the excuses you reject. You don't need motivation, you need ownership. Because the moment you say, 'This is my life, I am responsible,' that moment your life begins to change.